Beyond the Gates spoilers. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is a fantastic Tuesday, and I hope you all are having a wonderful week so far. Grab a huge cup of coffee or maybe something stronger because we have a massive amount of drama to unpack today. Let's dive straight into the madness. I cannot breathe right now. I literally just finished watching the promo for the August 24th to 28th episodes of Beyond the Gates, and my jaw is permanently on the floor. I am typing this at 2 a.m. because if I don't get these thoughts out of my brain, I am going to explode. Are you guys seeing this? I mean, I have been watching this show religiously since 2015, and I have seen some wild stuff, but this week's trailer is just on another level of unhinged. I don't even know where to start because my mind is running in a million different directions. But we need to talk about Bill Hamilton. We have to talk about Bill. Because after everything that went down in that hospital room, the man is finally out, and the universe is wasting zero time slapping him right in the face with reality. I can't believe they actually did it. I really can't. Hayley is out here plotting murder in broad daylight at Uptown? But wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's rewind for a second. So, Bill is finally discharged from the hospital. After Hayley and Danny literally pushed his blood pressure to the absolute limit fighting over his hospital bed like a couple of feral cats, the man somehow survived. And what does he do? He goes for a walk or whatever and ends up outside the Uptown restaurant. And who does he see through the window? Hayley, his loving, devoted, absolutely psychotic wife, sitting at a table with Randy. Yes, Randy, they are laughing. They are having the time of their lives. And Bill is just standing there outside the glass, looking absolutely miserable. And let me tell you, the dialogue in this scene, chills. Hayley literally says, "Any luck?" I mean, he'll stop breathing before I even get back. And then she laughs. She actually laughs with Randy. I am screaming. I know some people are loving this villain era for Hayley, but personally, I am terrified of her. She has been slowly poisoning this man since October 2025. We've all been calling her the worst Black Widow wannabe on the planet because Bill just refused to die. But now it looks like she is bringing Randy into the fold to finish the job. And why? For a cool $10 million life insurance policy. $10 million. I mean, I knew Hayley was a gold digger. I knew she betrayed Danny and the family that took her in when her parents died. But I didn't think she was laugh about my husband stopping breathing over cocktails evil. But you know what the best part of this is? Bill's face. The look on Timon Kyle Durrett's face as he peers through that window is cinematic gold, because you can see the wheels turning in his head. His daughters and his ex-wife Danny have been telling him for weeks that Hayley is up to no good. They literally told him they suspected Hayley and Randy were having an affair. And Bill, in his infinite, blind, arrogant wisdom, brushed them off. But now he sees it with his own two eyes. They look way too cozy. But the tragedy here is that Bill probably just thinks he's being cheated on. He has no idea that the reality is so much worse. They aren't just hooking up, Bill. They are planning your funeral. I kind of feel bad for him, but then I remember how he left Danny for her daughter's best friend, and I'm like, karma is a beast, my guy. Okay, back to the point, because the Hayley drama does not stop there. Oh no. The promo cuts to Bill's law office, and we get round 100 of the heavyweight championship of the world, Hayley versus Danny Dupree. I swear, these two women cannot be in the same zip code without throwing verbal daggers at each other. They are all dressed up, standing in Bill's office, and the tension is so thick you could cut it with a chainsaw. Danny is on her high horse, as usual. I love Danny. I really do. But sometimes she makes it so hard to defend her. Danny actually fixes her mouth to say to Hayley, "You couldn't possibly understand what Andre and I have because it is rooted in love." I'm sorry, but what? Danny? Girl, can we talk about this? Are you seriously lecturing Hayley about true love and loyalty with Andre when you literally just had a secret hookup with Bill in an elevator during a tornado? And let's not forget the Freudian slip at the hospital where you called Bill your husband in front of your entire family. Like, I love Danny, but the hypocrisy is blinding me right now. She is trauma bonded to Bill, she is risking her entire marriage to Andre, and yet she has the audacity to act like her relationship with Andre is untouchable. And honestly, Hayley ate her up. I hate to hand it to the villain, but Hayley's comeback was lethal. She looks Danny dead in the eye and says, "You are so deeply rooted that you are constantly hovering around my marriage and my man." Boom. Roasted. I mean, is she wrong? Hayley is a literal poisoner, but she is not wrong about Danny hovering. Danny has been inserting herself into Bill's medical crisis, fighting with Hayley at his bedside, seeking advice from Vanessa. She is obsessed. I am just sitting here pulling my hair out because neither of these women is in the right, but they are both so thoroughly convinced that they are the victim. It is top-tier soap opera trash, and I am devouring every single second of it. But wait, we have to switch gears because my heart is actively breaking for Chelsea Hamilton. If you've been in this fandom for a while, you know what Chelsea went through. It has been exactly 1 year since Allison Bailey kidnapped her and put her through absolute psychological torture. And now, just as Chelsea is getting ready to launch Chelsea Cat and finally step into her power, the trauma is coming back to haunt her. The promo shows Chelsea looking so panicked, so fragile, and it honestly makes me want to reach through the screen and give her a hug. She is getting these mysterious phone calls, and Chelsea, being the smart survivor that she is, knows this isn't just a coincidence. She tells Kat, "These calls are not a coincidence. I know for a fact they aren't." And I believe her. Every time a soap character says it's just a prank call, you know a serial killer is in the bushes. But Chelsea isn't playing that game. She feels it in her bones that Allison is back. Remember when we all thought Allison was locked away in a mental facility or a prison? Yeah. Well, security in the DMV area is apparently non-existent. I have to shout out Kat Richardson here. Kat is always getting into messy drama, usually confronting Leslie or Bill or whoever. But when it comes to her family and friends, she does not play. Chelsea's panic completely rattles Kat, and instead of just sitting around waiting to be victims, Kat marches straight to the police station. She goes to Jacob and drops the ultimate theory. "Jacob, what if Allison escaped?" "Yes, Kat, finally. Someone using their brain. I am so here for Detective Kat." She's already digging into the disappearance of Lynette Wise, which put her right on Hayley's dangerous radar, by the way, and now she's investigating Allison's potential escape. Kat is carrying the investigative weight of this entire town on her back. But what is Jacob going to do? No offense to the Fairmont Crest Police Department, but they are usually a step behind the villains. If Allison really is out there, maybe hiding out in the hospital where Madison Montgomery works, then Chelsea is in grave danger. I am dreading this storyline because I just want Chelsea to be happy and successful with her launch. But I also know that the anniversary of a kidnapping is prime real estate for soap opera writers to inflict maximum emotional damage. I am preparing my tissues now. Okay, speaking of Kat, can we talk about the absolute mess happening over at Orphe Jeans? Because Eva Thomas is acting a complete fool and I need to vent about it. So, Eva and Kat are forever tied together. They are half-sisters. And Kat literally donated a piece of her liver to save Eva's life. You would think that would create an unbreakable, beautiful sisterly bond, right? Wrong. This is beyond the gates, where nobody can just be normal and happy. In the promo, Eva walks into Orphe Jeans and sees her boyfriend, Isaiah, laughing and having a great time with Kat. Just two people, talking and smiling. And what does Eva do? She goes full territorial alpha wolf. She marches over, chirps, "Hi, Kat," in that overly sweet, fake voice, and immediately grabs Isaiah and plants a massive kiss on him. It was so aggressive. It was practically screaming, "This is my man. Back off." I cringed so hard I almost pulled a muscle. Am I the only one who thinks Eva is completely overreacting here? Isaiah and Eva have been struggling so much lately, mostly because of the strain from her transplant recovery and the emotional fallout. Eva has been lashing out. Remember how brutally she called out her own mother, Leslie, for being in love with Ted Richardson? Eva is observant, yes, but she is also deeply insecure right now. She is projecting all of her relationship anxiety onto Kat. Kat gave you an organ, Eva. She doesn't want your man. I mean, Isaiah is cute and all, but Kat has bigger fish to fry, like hunting down escaped kidnappers and dodging Hayley's wrath. Eva needs to take a deep breath and go to therapy before she pushes Isaiah away for good. Now, take a deep breath with me, because we have to talk about the most stressful part of the entire week. Andre Richardson and Heather Wallace, or Heather Armstrong, or the Skewer, or whatever you want to call her. This storyline is giving me heart palpitations. Andre's past is finally catching up to him. Thayer is crashing into his present like a freight train. We've known for a while that Heather was lurking around the DMV, cozying up to Vanessa, and making Joey Armstrong super paranoid. Joey thought she was here to eliminate Smitty. Oh, Joey, you sweet, clueless casino boss. She isn't here for Smitty. She is here for Andre. Andre has been receiving those cryptic texts, the mysterious stalker vibes, and he has been so on edge. He even went to his uncle Ted for advice. And in the promo, Ted looks at Andre, who is probably sweating bullets and pacing the floor, and asks, "Are you in some kind of trouble, Andre?" I love Ted. He is the voice of reason in the Richardson family. Always calm, always supportive. But Ted has no idea just how deep this trouble goes. Andre is drowning. He knows Heather has already crossed paths with Danny a few times, and the thought of Heather getting close to his wife is making him lose his absolute mind. So what does Andre do? He goes straight into the lion's den. The promo shows him confronting Heather at her hotel room. And Heather, oh my god, Ashley Jones is playing this role so perfectly. She is so calculating and dangerously obsessed. She stands in the doorway of her hotel room, looks at Andre with this wicked, knowing smirk, and says, I knew you wouldn't be able to stay away from me. The chills I got. She is playing him like a fiddle. She knows exactly what buttons to push to make him come running to her, even if it's just to yell at her. And then, the camera pans to a close-up of a phone screen. An unknown caller, a text that just says, TikTok. TikTok. What does that mean? Is time running out for Andre to confess his past to Danny? Is time running out for someone's life? Heather is orchestrating this entire psychological thriller, and Andre is trapped in the middle of it. He is trying to protect his marriage, which is already hanging by a thread because Danny can't keep her lips off Bill Hamilton, and now he has a literal psycho ex-girlfriend counting down the seconds to his destruction. And right at the end of the promo, out of nowhere, we hear Danny's voice saying, Andre, wait, did Danny follow him to the hotel? Did she walk in on them? If Danny walks into that hotel room and sees Andre with Heather, she is going to flip. But honestly, part of me wants her to catch him just so she can get off her high horse about how pure and rooted in love their marriage is. They are both keeping massive, destructive secrets from each other. Danny has the elevator hookup with Bill, and Andre has the psycho stalker ex. They are a match made in toxic heaven. Let me circle back to Hayley and Randy for a second because I am still not over that $10 million life insurance plot. I need to unpack this. We know Randy Parker was originally hired to track Heather Armstrong, right? Joey put him on that case. But now Randy is sitting at Uptown with Hayley, laughing about Bill stopping breathing. Is this the same Randy? Has Hayley bought off Joey's investigator? Or is this a totally different Randy? Either way, Hayley's manipulation tactics are off the charts. She failed to kill Bill with the slow poison. She failed to finish him off in the hospital when Caroline Lee stepped in. Now she's resorting to straight-up plotting a hit. And Bill, poor, foolish Bill, is finally seeing the monster he married. The irony is that if Bill had just stayed with Danny, none of this would be happening. But he chose the shiny new toy, the daughter's best friend, and now he's literally fighting for his life and thinking more about Chelsea. The psychological toll this is taking on her is profound. The writers are really doing a great job showing that trauma doesn't just vanish. A year has passed. She's supposed to be celebrating Chelsea Cat. She has Madison Montgomery at the hospital, potentially treating Allison if the rumors are true that Allison is in the psych ward or got into a fight. Imagine if Chelsea goes to visit Bill at the hospital, and she turns the corner and sees Allison. I would literally pass out. Chelsea's anxiety is so palpable, and the fact that Kat is the only one taking it seriously makes me love Kat even more. Kat is fiercely protective, and she knows that the Fairmont Crest police are useless. Jacob better listen to Kat, or I am going to write a strongly worded letter to the CBS network. This is why I love Beyond the Gates. The pacing right now is absolutely relentless. We have 4 massive storylines converging at once. Bill discovering Hayley's betrayal, even if he doesn't know the full deadly extent yet. Danny and Hayley fighting over a man who is literally on death's door. Chelsea and Kat hunting down a ghost from the past. And Andre being cornered by a blast from his dark history. It is a masterclass in soap opera storytelling. I know some fans on the forums are complaining that the Danny, Bill, Hayley triangle is dragging, but I completely disagree. The payoff of Bill standing outside that window, looking in at his wife plotting his demise, is worth every single agonizing month of that slow burn poison storyline. So, what's my prediction for next week? I think Bill is going to keep his mouth shut about seeing Hayley and Randy. He's a lawyer. He's going to build a case. He might even team up with Caroline Lee to outsmart Hayley. As for Danny, she's going to keep spiraling until her family, Anita and Vernon, finally lock her in a room and force her to choose. Eva is definitely going to cause a scene that pushes Isaiah away, maybe right into Kat's arms, which would be the ultimate irony. And Andre? Andre is going to make a deal with the devil. He's going to agree to whatever Heather wants just to keep her away from Danny, which is going to blow up in his face spectacularly. I am so stressed out, but so incredibly hyped. I need it to be Monday right now. Let me know in the comments or the group chat if you guys are as freaked out as I am about Heather's TikTok message. Am I the only one who thinks someone is going to end up in a body bag by the end of next week? Probably Bill, if Hayley gets her way, but my money is on someone unexpected. Anyway, I'm going to try to calm down and get some sleep, but let's be real, I'll probably be dreaming about Hayley's evil laugh. Talk to you guys later.